Yo, 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 what's up, lady and gents? Welcome to the first episode of We the Consumer Podcast, the Vodcast, aka the Body. Shout out to Real. I'm running with it. I like it. Uh, we are here to set the table about everything that we consume, how we feel about it, and serve it back to you. So today, supposed to have some more folks, but I'm gonna just go. I'm gonna give it up how I see it. I got Rob to my left. What's up with you, brother? How you doing this Sunday fun day?
Doing good. Greetings and peace.
Nice. Under Rob, I got Mimi, who is literally glowing this Sunday.
Ding.
Greetings and salutations.
I like the
Namaste.
vibes. I like the backdrop. I just learned that she's showing her clavicle today, so she
Mhm.
got she got the clavicle all out.
Pretty poppin'.
And then next to her, under me, I got my bro Relski. Happy
Hey,
Sunday, my
yeah.
guy.
What's poppin', man? I got these goddamn kids, so there might be some muting, it might be some video. As you can see, I got a bunch of cleaning products, man. Look, when the kids is here,
Oh, it's one of them Sundays.
man, bruh.
Clean up a little bit. You gonna put the old school jams on in the background.
Cleaning up just for her to tear it down. So
Yeah.
tis
I
his
woke
life.
up
That's right.
jamming this morning too to the Gap Band and Al Green.
Hey, there you go.
Stand up. We started off with a little outstanding.
hmm
She found that last year.
Seriously?
Pretty positive.
Why do you listen to him?
Oh, 'cause-
Why?
Because the way you reacted, I'm like, I don't know.
Right. If they don't deny it, it's fact. That's how I live my life. You have all chances to refute. So
I don't have to refute anything. What you choose
you
to
can't
believe
refute
is
a
your
fact.
business.
All right, guys, let me set the menu for us today. We're gonna start off with a few quick bites, man. Some appetizers, nothing too heavy. We don't have to stay here too long.
Trying to
So,
get me hungry, dude.
I was about to say
I
the
was about to,
same
about to
thing,
real
say,
bro.
man,
about to
real
say.
fast. I'm not home. Home in Chicago. Y'all don't know me. Ask y'all. So, they opening up a little bit. I've been seeing them across the socials. People outside. People are at rooftops. People are at restaurants. As the consumer, I don't know how fast y'all are planning on going back out, but any any places that you are dying, not dying, but y'all been in the house for months now. That first place, second place, when you do feel comfortable going out, when once that feeling comes back, I'm gonna go with real first, man. Where you feel like you need to go once shit is clean.
You talking about the year 2022, baby. I am
Not even 2021. You gonna skip to 2022?
I'm so paranoid, fam. Look, y'all about to see a lot of this house, a lot of this backdrop. I'm content from the crib. Hey, the one thing I learned is because I thought I enjoyed going out to eat, but I forgot what that was like. So it's kind of like when I first stopped smoking squares, like I was good. Like once you realize you don't need it, you don't need it. You know what I'm saying? And I like that I could I'm having more fun cooking. You know what I'm saying? Experimenting with different stuff, and a lot of times it go wrong, but the stuff I do get right, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I guess what I really would miss, like when I feel like in the year 2022, when I'm ready to make my appearance, I am 100% trying to hit a bar with my people. Like I just really want to share drinks with my guys. Like I'm not so much looking for like food in, but I do want to pay somebody to make me a drink. Like that's what I'm missing. I'm missing the old fashioned created behind the bar. That's what I want to do
Oh, I could do that.
for sure.
Mm.
Invite everybody over to your crib, and I'll be the bartender.
2022.
It's a little different though. I get what he's saying. 'Cause I made a few at the crib and they was good, but it's still just that experience of
Experience and watching them do the whole
I'll give you the
shebang.
experience. I used to be a bartender. I'll give you the whole experience.
oh
I come bring you the drink. Here you go.
I'm always terrified of a Mimi experience. I don't
Whatever.
know.
They're the best experiences ever.
man, we had Breezo show up. Breezo, welcome to We the Consumer, my friend. We on the menu right now. He's hitting a couple of appetizers right now, just going around I'm asking, what's the first thing since Chicago starting to open up? I've been seeing people out. When you feel it's safe, when you comfortable going, what's the first thing you trying to go out there, consume, spend a little outside time somewhere?
Let me go give me a steak somewhere.
Spoken like a true man.
You shooting downtown with it?
Yeah.
He said, I'm gonna go give me a piece of beef.
Anywhere in particular?
Shit, I don't know. Swift and Sons.
Swift and Sons. Oh yeah.
Yeah, over there by
Yeah, across the street from over there in what's the Fulton Market, across the street from Aviary. I only had drinks there. I haven't had their steak yet.
I never been.
Haven't had their steak. Rob, I'm sending it to you, man. What you looking forward to? Or outside is open. Have you already been out? You looking forward to something? What's the first thing?
I'm looking forward to it, man. Two things, man. I'm gonna hit a brewery, man. I've been diving into that before this went down. So a brewery and then a rooftop, man. I love that, especially summertime to shine. But in meantime, in between time, I'm staying low.
I want to switch mine to Rob's. I want old fashioned made on the rooftop, 2022.
Yeah, I do miss rooftops.
I'm switching. Yeah. I like Rob's. I like his energy. I want that.
Mimi,
what he said.
Mimi, where you going? What you doing? What you spending that money on?
I guess I'm the only one who's not thinking about food. I really would like to go out. Like I want to go. I miss all the activities I used to be able to do. I really want to go to like an adventure park and do some zip lining or Starved Rock and do some hiking.
Mimi, you literally could
do that.
You could have hike right now, though.
Like, you could
still do that.
I could, but most of those places aren't open. Why? Because they're only opening essential businesses. And then for those places like that I like to go to, they're like, we haven't quite figured out how to social distance yet, so we're just going to stay closed a little bit longer.
Yeah, black folks in Chicago does not know what social distancing means. Thought them niggas literally thought we was just off work.
And I think that's just basically people in general.
And this girl is like right here. Like I turn around and she's like damn near touching me. And I'm like, hey, could you back up? She backed up one space. So I walked to the back of the store like,
you got to keep saying it 3 more times?
I was like, you got it. You go ahead. The man behind the counter and the guy who was next to me was laughing because I'm like, I'm going to go to the back of the store because obviously you don't know shit about personal space.
Yeah, so that would be part of my answer. Of course, I can't wait to come home and see y'all. And I guess I gotta wait till 2022 because most of the people in the room got the little ones, and I don't want to. I could be asymptomatic, don't want to be around the fam, and then one of y'all little ones pick up on it. So I would say I'm looking forward to not just hanging with y'all, but being able to be around y'all comfortably, or even at the rooftop or the bar. I don't know if you've been out yet, but the way they got it spaced out, it's nice to be out.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's still kind of like weird.
Excuse me, sir. Weren't you just out at a bar last night?
I was. Oh, last night? No.
Oh.
You said you went to a club.
Yeah, a club. Yeah.
Oh, no. That's...
Oh, that was code for something nasty.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That was something else.
Okay. When this nigga put in the group chat, I'm headed to the club, I said,
All right. Well,
did he say he was headed to the club or he was headed to shoot the club up?
No.
Oh. You might be right, Mimi. You might be right.
You gotta look at it with your third eye.
Yeah, he's a Susio boy. 100%.
Be careful, man.
He was in Club Nasty.
AR with it.
He was in Club GTD.
Hey, be careful, bro.
Got the draws.
Why come after that?
Getting the jaws down.
All right, moving on to one more appetizer. I don't know how many people in here.
Hey, man, stop with the appetizer talk, man. You're making me hungry, dude.
Good, man. Good.
Give another code, man.
We're going to get to these drinks,
Rob,
man.
when are you not hungry? I've yet to meet you a day when you weren't hungry. We have yet to do a Zoomcast where you wasn't consuming food. It's not hard to think. You been
And
eating?
no, but do you see how serious he was with it? Like,
Had to
Yeah, I
ponder.
have been eating.
In
Starbucks.
moderation.
Who? I mean, I know who actually drink coffee in there. I know me and Real drink coffee.
Coffee gang,
I don't think I've ever
real
really
shit.
heard
Caffeine
Prepo.
all day, baby. Guava beans,
Yeah, bring up
Guatemalan
the caffeine
beans. You know what
at
it
all.
is. Shout out to you,
I'm
John. I
actually
ain't seen
really
you in forever.
mean when I
What's my
don't
man's
have
name from my favorite
coffee.
place?
I think it was John.
It was
Yeah,
John. Salute John.
at the Beverly
Beverly
Cafe.
Hills. Yo, this is an ad. Fuck that. Go get them beans from my boy John.
Got to go get the beans from
Go
John,
get them
man.
beans.
Especially not Starbucks. So they closing down 400 stores in the U.S. I don't know if anybody got Starbucks stock up
Fuck
in here.
them.
Okay, Mimi, you do. All right, you want to speak on that? Is that affecting your penny at all? You know, is that-
Actually, consistently over this quarantine, COVID, everything, Starbucks is the only stock that I've had that has consistently been making money, even with them closing. I read 250, so the 400 is news to me, but yeah,
I think
no,
it
they're
might be.
still the
I might
only
have
people that's making
misquoted
me
that.
money.
It might be 400 in total and
From what I
250
read,
in
they convert
US.
more of them to ordering online and picking up. So like they just shutting down the whole going inside and ordering a drink. But from what I've been reading, it's been moving toward the mobile. So they going from like store to mobile. Order online, come pick it up. And I think
Yeah,
they
or the
Downsize, less
drive-throughs where you
which
people.
get your order
yeah,
and you don't have to go through at
which
all. Yeah.
which is terrible because that means you only need to employ 5 motherfuckers to run that whole building.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
You would
saying?
think
Which is
so,
the key.
but
Yeah.
online orders still get messed up. And so, nah, you still need people. But that's always been what attracted me to the Starbucks program in the first place, is the fact that I really don't have to deal with as many people because I'm
Because
not
their coffee is
new to social
terrible
distance.
and
No, you're talking about your America runs on bullshit, racism, Duncan.
my country runs on Dunkin'. I don't know where you're from. You
Bullshit,
take that
American racism.
Starbucks back to Seattle.
They have better beans. I am
The actual Dunkin' Donut bean does have its distinct taste, but Starbucks do sometimes
distinct is like nasty though.
when they get
It's delicious.
they imported
Opinion.
beans from around the world. They do be up to something. So Mimi, I do got to ask you also because they was also in the spotlight with the
I saw.
with all the BLM going on. At first, they stuck their foot in their mouth and told their employees they could not wear any shirts or anything promoting the Black Lives Matter movement. I'm gonna ask, how did you feel at first when their foot was in their mouth? Since you own a little chunk of the company.
I mean, I was disappointed, of course, but if I was to look at each company that I spend money with and for, um, I would probably stay in the house and like not do anything, starve and die. You know, everybody has something that they are just fucked up for. Chick-fil-A. I love Chick-fil-A's chicken sandwich, certainly over Popeyes. But that being said, I wholeheartedly still can't really get with the fact of the CEOs being homophobic, the women agenda that they push, and the fact that everybody's always like, well, you shouldn't have a choice. It's my body, it's my choice. Chick-fil-A doesn't believe in that. So I stopped eating there for a while. Then I fucked up and had a chicken sandwich.
For a while, but you started back.
Yeah, I mean, like 2-3 years, I wasn't fucking with Chick-fil-A.
Gotcha.
Like I'm
But
not
you're
giving
gonna always
my
come
money.
back. They just make a
Here's
quality
the
chicken
thing.
sandwich.
It's
That's a quality
about
bird. That is a quality bird.
it's
Quality
about
burger.
separating. It's about separating. Like there are people in the media right now who wholeheartedly um are sticking their foot in their mouth left and right. Like
So we
people
just
who
gotta
you have admired, are you going to separate them from their art and go, I appreciate what you've done for me. Also, the shit that you're saying is stupid. Like Shamik, the Black Spider-Man, Miles Morales, telling Rosa Parks that she should have just got a cab.
I thought you said Uber.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I think that was part of his joke. I think he was making a joke.
All right. So on the back end of that, they definitely felt the uproar from us, the people who spend money at their coffee shops, and they changed that real quick to you can wear a pin, and they actually came out and created a shirt that the employees will be able to wear. And I can
Which, to be honest, I knew that that was coming because these are the same people who did insensitivity training when they had an incident at one Starbucks where
they
some of the
did
people were racist
they
and they were
did.
like, "That's not what we're not doing that because we're
Which
not
you
about
gotta
to alienate a group of people who provide for ourselves."
To be fair, what I heard when I read deep into the Starbucks thing was that they told them that they couldn't like bring their own BLM stuff, that they were working. It was because they was working
Exactly.
on their own brand of Black Lives. So because most companies have to move in unison.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't just come in with your own political agenda. If your company's going to support it, then they all want you to be uniformly in it, because especially places that got uniforms. So they was working on that. People jumped the gun. They read that memo and was
Clickbait.
like, yeah,
It's
they.
clickbait. They want you to read it,
Yeah.
get upset, and then go,
And
I'm not
trust me, I'm the
sticking with
last person.
Starbucks no more.
I'm the last person to stick up for nasty ass Starbucks, overpriced ass
I mean, one
Starbucks.
day you'll
So
just do
I am
better in
coming
your
from a
life.
place of pure just unbiasedness, because I wanted to tear them down, just because fuck them. Dunkin' Donuts. I
One
want
day you'll
more.
do
I
better.
need more Dunkin' Donuts locations.
Why? There's one on every
Easy.
corner, and yet they still don't have fresh
And
donuts.
yet I still have to take a drive. I want to walk out my
They,
house
I
and
think they
Dunkin'.
are easier to franchise too than
And shout out to all the Dunkin' Donut ladies. Y'all be having the most beautiful nails. Like, I don't know if that's a prerequisite, but if you ever go to your local Dunkin' Donuts and Shorty hands you your coffee, check her nails. They are immaculate. If you don't believe me, go for it.
All right, well, we're gonna keep it Black Lives Matter, and we're gonna move into the meat and potatoes of the menu, the entree.
Saying one of my
Make it
lines.
raw. I'm
So
hungry.
the
Meat and
first
potatoes,
one,
man.
I think we're gonna do Dave Chappelle 846 first because everybody in the room seen that. I think Mimi didn't see Five Bloods yet, but we still gonna get into that Five Bloods. But um Breezo, so take on that 846 Dave Chappelle. You got to watch it, right? Little 27.
I'm the one that put the shit in the chat.
Oh, I didn't even pay attention to who dropped it. I thought it was Gary. Man, what's your spiel on it, man? I think Real said a couple of nights ago he was looking for Dave. Dave showed up.
Man, that's why that nigga the GOAT, man. Always on time. You know, at first I was wondering like, this nigga really finna be out here cracking jokes. Like, I say how short it was too. I'm like, nah, this can't be no real special. But like I said, she was right on time. It was very necessary. But that's Dave. He always right there with it.
Facts. I like how he addressed it. Like everybody was looking for me. I wasn't trying to say shit. What's your spiel on it, Mimi? So, sister, how did you feel about Dave?
I,
His
I I would have to disagree. I don't know if everybody was looking for that. I appreciate the things that Dave Chappelle says, but again, going back to my previous sentiments, sometimes people open up their mouth and they put their foot in their mouth, and so there have been comments that Dave Chappelle has made in the past, alienating certain communities where I'm still kind of looking for an apology for that. I'm not a part of those communities, but it's still rude. I don't really understand why you would make these comments against these communities. Um, and so I watched the special, but I don't feel like, Dave Chappelle is the voice of me. He could be the voice of the people, but he's not the voice of me because he's still closed minded in a lot of aspects. And so I feel like you should have to answer to that first.
okay, okay, definitely got some B-side things we can talk about at a later time. Real, how did you take that? How did you take that Dave in?
First, I am appalled at Mimi's take. Um,
Somebody got to give a hot take.
You came with some scorching fire.
Came with some magma.
So yeah.
Everybody can't agree.
Magma. No, hey, when you said I didn't feel you until you came to the part of he a lot just not for me. Okay, fair enough.
Excuse me.
I was like,
Cover your mouth.
I don't know what you said, but tell that baby bless you. Now what you said, Jarrell?
She didn't sneeze.
Nah, I was I felt that when you said that he don't speak for you, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't think that he is the voice of black women or the LGBTQ community or anything like that. I feel like he's the voice of a black man in America, and that's why. And so your sentiments are probably right on. You know what I'm saying? But I don't feel like you look at Dave and think he's a malicious or hateful person. I don't think you feel that.
No, I don't look at anybody
right.
Even Shamik. Like,
Right.
just because you say something ignorant doesn't mean that you have hate inside of it.
Right.
Unless
So as long as I just want people to know. I just want to see if you in agreement with that. But as far as this 846, as far as this 846 go, I thought it was right on time, and I thought he treated my life when he said people was asking for him and asking for him to like where's Dave at, and I was like, damn, that was me. Like I literally just said, where the hell is Dave Chappelle? Like I need him right now. And the fact that he addressed that, I was like, god damn, like I just felt stupid. But I was wondering how he was gonna make this funny. I didn't know what to expect, and it was just what I needed to like. I don't know. It just made me feel good hearing from him. Like, okay, the whole I'm taking the back seat. This is y'all. This is your thing. And I was like, I just felt comforted for some reason. I don't know why. Like when Dave talks to me, I feel like, okay, I'm good. Like Dave is good. I'm good. We right where we supposed to be. That's how I felt. And it was and the way he put everything together with his life and his born day and everything else, it was pretty powerful. So that's my take.
Man, it was hard. I'm gonna go after Rob. Rob, how did you feel about the 846, man?
I loved it. It's powerful. I think the timing was perfect. Where he addressed some issues that's going on in the community.
Okay, English would be nice.
All right, kicking it
in the community.
Gotcha.
But I also think too, what I took away from it too, I like his perspective of him addressing like why we behind George Floyd. It's like y'all made it. If this never happened, we wouldn't got behind it. This whole movement wouldn't have happened. You get what I'm saying? We don't come out looking for celebrity from the black community or looking for stars. You know what I'm saying? We don't do that. I think the greatest quote I like from him when he said is like, anybody who survived this hell is a star in themselves. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
And people white America need to hear it raw and uncut of what's going on and how we actually truly feel. And that's I appreciate him for that. And then he for a moment we really saw him dive in personally and attaching how he felt at each moment and how he was processing it. So I thought that was cool and dope.
Yeah, I wasn't looking for Dave to talk. I haven't really been looking for no celebrity to speak because I think we all kind of, as Black in America, we all got a unified feeling about, just what it feels like to been living and keep watching this over and over and over. So when I first clicked on it, I think Hassan brought up, I didn't know, like, man, is this gonna be jokes? Is he gonna make light? Is he bringing us like something to bring light of the situations because it's so heavy right now? And what we got was just Dave Chappelle not even being Dave Chappelle the comedian to me. I felt like we just got Dave. He has a platform, and he went up there and just yelled from it how he felt. Now, yeah, we can disagree with anybody. You can disagree with Dave, but some of the stuff how he felt, I felt too. And one of the main things is, I don't know if you guys have heard this Candace Owens chick, but I am not a fan of hers whatsoever. Are you making that face because you're a Candace Owens supporter, Mimi?
Supporter.
I'm asking.
Mimi.
No.
You know who Mimi is, right?
No, I'm hoping she.
You think that I would support Candace Owens?
Like she crazy, but she ain't.
Everything that he ripped about her, that was how he felt about her. But it felt good to hear somebody else say it, because she is definitely out here misleading waves and typhoons of people in a large mass of numbers, and it's ridiculous. So I thought it. What's up, bro?
I like, and that's what, and my favorite part of that whole thing is how, look, I'm competing with the babies in the background.
Yeah, throw Rob on mute real quick.
Yeah. It was, my part was when he sat there and he was getting to his shit, and then he was just like, "Am I boring, y'all? Is this boring?" Like, I just love how he was like checking in with everybody. Like, I felt like he came up there with an idea, and I swear to God, in my soul, I felt like he had jokes, but then his brain switched like up there, like, I'm not about to go funny at all. Like, fuck it. I don't know if these people paid to come in his backyard. I don't know.
That was
I don't know. I don't know what the ticket was, and I felt like he had more jokes, or he had something he could have did, but he was just like, nope, I'm not gonna do it. And that's why I think Dave's so dope. He'll come with one thing, and that's just how I felt. Now, this whole thing could have been planned out, but just watching it, him constantly checking in with the crowd, like, is this awkward to y'all? Like,
I like how he flirted with the whole Azalea Banks thing. Like, he didn't get deep. He just
I think it was a longer special, and I think they just released that part of it.
I agree, because I think at the end he said something like, well, after this we can talk about something, and that's when it was going off. So he told the crowd like they probably gonna do something else. So he probably gave them a little something. That's not.
I said that too. Like, man, I can't see him just having people come do this for 27 minutes and then sit.
Even though that would have been hard body, like
at the same time,
people would
have paid for it. Absolutely.
And here's something he could have just told you over IG. That's all I really wanted. I feel like that's and the only reason I was looking for him, man, like, not just like celebrity. I'm not looking for celebrities. I was looking for Dave in particular, because I feel like he's
Dave the human, not Dave.
I feel like he's the closest to a leader that I could relate to. And not to say that he wanted to lead anything or he was chosen to lead. I just appointed him as my black leader for anything black. I did that I made him into that for myself. So, because who am I going to follow? Who the hell am I going to follow? I don't like none of these niggas.
For me personally, I don't look for any celebrity in anything socially that's going on in the world. Because for me, our lives are too different. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, any celebrity or any person that we look for are not going to say anything that's different than what we've been saying the last 401 years. You get what I'm saying? So it's time for us. It's time for everybody else to understand. You know what I'm saying? We've been too nice. We've been too everything. And telling you what's going on, which should be a simple thing of understanding, of humanity, right? But we got to keep reiterating this for centuries and centuries, man. So that's my take on it.
So we gonna speaking of reiterating something, and once again driving the point home, we was able to be bestowed a movie on Netflix. So we all, I think, subscribe to some type of streaming. I think we all got Netflix in here, and Netflix has definitely been something we've been consuming since we've been in the house to kind of help us not fucking go insane. We got a gym. got a gem in the form of the movie called Five Bloods. I did not know right away it was a Spike Lee joint. I had heard that Spike Lee had something coming. I had seen not the preview, but you know how Netflix they'll show like new movies, like
That's coming up.
like a poster for it. Yeah, I had
Yeah.
seen it, and I was like, oh man, I just the way that the poster looked, I was like, okay, whatever this is, I'm watching it. And come to find out, Spike Lee joint, and then I was on the phone with Hassan. He had read off the cast, and I'm like, oh man, this gonna be something interesting. It came out. Um, I watched it. Once again, we'll give my take last. I actually, me and Brody watched it together, Breezo. So I'm gonna let Breeze. I mean, we talked about it, but I want him to shoot it to y'all, Breeze, man. Five Bloods, bro. Let's get into it.
Top 5 Spike Lee joint all time, nigga. Anybody can argue me. I'm ready. Definitely in contention for 2020 movie of the year. I don't know how this shit gonna shape up next year with shit not releasing in theaters, but I'm pretty sure this would have been one of those limited release Netflix joints just so it could be in Oscar contention. Definitely movie of the year worthy. I fucking love Delroy Lindo. I feel like the first time I ever seen him in a movie that I consciously remember seeing was Crooklyn. That's probably my favorite.
Yes.
I mean, I've always known he's been a phenomenal actor. This was just next level.
Remind me who Delroy Lindo was.
Delroy
The
Lindo,
daddy from Crooklyn.
Paul. In the movie in the Fab Bloods.
Yeah. Which one was Paul?
The one with the son.
Kid.
Oh man. Okay. Cool.
I said he is a phenomenal actor in my opinion. This was his next level though. His performance was like crazy.
Out of this world.
Bro, gotta give you your flowers. You was the first one to pinpoint it that everybody of the whole crew, the Five Bloods and the son, they all they was named after Temptations.
Yeah, that was hard. Like, yeah. You know, nigga, I love fucking Temptations, so that was just icing on the cake to make the movie better. Had two of my favorite actors from The Wire in here.
Clark Peters.
Detective Lester Freeman and Senator Clay Davis. Leon. Otis and what was Clay Davis? He played
Paul.
Melvin.
Yeah, he was Melvin.
Yeah.
That phenomenal.
Go. Yeah, man. You speaking real. Go ahead, speak on it, man.
I want to speak of my bad. I just when he say Clay Davis, you know that first. Hey, you can't relate, sir. We the consumer need to consume some goddamn Wire, and I don't know if I'm gonna be a part of this show until you've watched at least season 1. So I'm just gonna do this because you're my guy. But going forward, I might not be a part of this. It's no reason.
That's on the plate.
Okay, cool.
That's
okay.
on the table.
Now I'll go. I'll go.
I gotta eat that before we get back. Mid rare, right? Eat it mid rare, right?
Yeah. All right. Delroy Lindo, though. Now that I know his name, and I apologize to that man for me not recognizing, but god damn was he acting. I'm talking about whoo. I was just like, it was amazing, man. He was, dude, the way he tapped into PTSD, the way shout out to Spike Lee and his storytelling, because he dropped a bunch of foreshadowing in the beginning. He dropped some foreshadows everywhere, and the way it all came around, it was amazing. And Delroy, man, God, he took over. I don't know what got into him. He be acting, but that man took off. Like,
reached deep into his acting.
I'm talking about from the MAGA to the pro-black to the PTSD.
He didn't want to do that. He had asked Spike to change that at first. He didn't want to. He had he struggled with that. like when in the movie.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm glad they didn't take it out
He struggled with wearing the hat.
and having those ideologies.
Yeah.
But I gotta say, it was very necessary.
Yeah. Speaking on that, just reading up sometime on articles about actors, they'll use the frustration of a disagreement with a director or producer and put that into like that
They're
feeling
acting.
into the acting. So maybe that's also why we got that, because he was pissed off about the ideal
Ideology.
ideology, and had to get that out. And wearing the hat, and since he might have been so passionate with that, arguing with Spike, we might also got some of that heavy performance because he put that anger of not wanting to do it into doing it.
Oh,
Bruh,
definitely. That definitely what happens.
the movie The Exorcist, the director literally would shoot a real gun on set randomly to get the real jump and scream from the child actress that was in that movie. And she said she suffered some mental issues from that. But that movie, I mean,
Not from the movie though itself.
yeah, no, not from the movie itself, not the, but the process in which the director went. So just speaking on to like upsetting them or trying to get that raw, you know,
Emotion, that feeling. Yeah.
yeah. So it's like some people will go to the extreme and whatever it did,
Those are the method actors.
yeah, whatever brought that out of him, woo, it was worth the argument. I'll tell you that much. Whatever the hell it was.
Rob, man.
Man, let me tell you, that movie was amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. We have to start giving Delroy his roses, man. While he's now, man, it's not the only role he played and did an amazing job.
True.
True.
He did amazing. And just the whole crew and class. But for me personally, I've dealt with military men that acted exactly like Delroy. I coached with a Vietnam vet, and just what he was going through, I saw in him. Like a plane, like I coach by Midway, so you hear a plane. He'll hear a plane and take cover in the middle of practice. I mean,
PTSD is real.
Oh,
and
yeah.
and I'm like, man, my uncle who was in Desert Storm, I mean, I'll come down. He's talking in his sleep, reliving that experience. At some points, he asleep with a machete. Like it was like they have those are real issues, you know, that they have, and they come back in the real world. Like here you go, make it do what it do, and you know it's
A nigga
psychological.
taking cover from a 757 is deep.
Yeah, and I kid you not, practice, and
That's deep.
he's 75 now,
Jesus.
and coaching is what helps him. You know what I'm saying? And he goes with a group meeting, so it's like that is a clear cut like reality of what those Vietnam vets are experiencing. The ones that are still alive are actually going through.
Yeah, and I had an employee who was 75 and that was in Vietnam, white guy. And he couldn't have been the sweetest person on planet Earth. It was one day he talked to me about how he was like, he was in charge of like doing a napalm. And he said when he would light that napalm up, he was like, it was almost beautiful. He was like, you just see, it was like big fireworks and then these trees and then the fire would consume and you'd be watching. And in my head, I was like, bruh, that was about 1,000 people you just
Lit up.
took out.
He looking at the fire. He looking at that like, man, that death is beautiful in the back.
Yeah, and I was just looking at him like, all right. You know, it's whoa with some flip sides, you know.
But the thing that they have trouble.
Let me welcome Gary to the room, sir. We are talking about Five Bloods. Did you get a chance to jump in that at all?
You got tight in that bed.
Nah, I did not.
You definitely gotta get on that. Man, I'm gonna keep my. I got a lot of takeaways. I actually rewatched it again last night. So man, Jarrell, you talking about the foreshadowing? Like rewatching it and kind of know what's coming, like how he was setting it up to get to where it went. It's a great cycle of a movie. Also, my Delroy, man, when he walked away, when he left them, and he was yelling, crying, going through it, is like upset. I don't want to say happy, but because he was happy in his choice that it was to separate himself, but it hurt. Because man, you felt that pain. He knew he probably wasn't gonna see his son again. Like how he just gave it up, that whole yell, cry, walk away, and then it kept going. Like you didn't even see him no more, and everybody at the tree, you just hear that coming out. Man, powerful.
That whole dynamic with his son too, because he beefed with him to get out the used extortion to come on the trip, and then found used extortion to come on the trip, and then
Powerful daddy finger right there.
oh yeah, you know that when that finger come out, powerful. He did the extortion to get on the trip. Then they found his love for each other and the way he protected his son, like don't ever threaten my boy. So it was just like a real emotional roller coaster between him and his son, which you would imagine that's what's been going on with his son his entire life. And then they was so tight at one point, and his father would just let him down like he always did in the past, and you could see it. And it's like, damn, it's like you just wanted that relationship to work. I just felt so like, come through, like this is working, like bring my boy Delroy back, like it was getting beautiful, and then it just fucking split apart.
But once you get to the reason why he never got over the beginning, like his wife,
what was part of the reason going on
his wife who gave birth to him, he hasn't gotten over that.
Yeah,
man, even the fact that he helped save his son's life, and then like they immediately beef like 3 minutes after that. Like I can really
look that. Hey, I watched that, and the first thing I thought of was Breeze. I was like, this part is dedicated all to Breeze. He was like, where'd you go to college? The house.
Oh yeah,
they did that. I was like, oh, Breeze.
That was a great moment in the movie. I was like,
I was like, oh, Breeze is standing up right now. I was
like this.
I was like, he is up off the I was like, yeah, this is all fit. I was like, that's a Breeze moment.
All right, man. We ain't gonna ruin it for too much more for the other two people in the room. Like I know we talked about it, but y'all, it's still even listening to us right now.
They have no idea.
Like Hassan said, it's not only is it a great movie, not only debatable top 5 Spike Lee ever. Definitely, however they gonna try to figure out what's being released in this crazy time we live in. But for me personally, up until this point, definitely movie of the year nom for me. Versus a couple of things I done watched already. High rewatch value. So
what's your top 5 Spike Lee?
Without thinking about it too hard.
You should not think that hard, dog.
No, it's a lot of Spike Lee. I got my personal favorite. All right, I'm gonna go. I'm putting that there. It's in there now. 5 Bloods. Inside Man. White Men. I like White Men Can't Jump.
Oh no, let him go. Let him go.
I thought he did White Man.
You mean Jungle
Fever? Let him go. Let him go.
You mean Jungle Fever, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't do White Man.
He got game.
No, let him go.
I think you meant to say he got game.
Brooklyn. Yeah, he got. I mean, he got game. Not White Man. Brooklyn. And
Do the Right Thing.
That's the one with
Radio
Don't
Rock.
help me out, man. Come on, man. You don't know Spike discography like that, man. Come on.
I don't always know the name of the movies, but them
That
five.
is disrespectful, man. And you ain't even say Malcolm X.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Let me help my man out. It's gonna be Do the Right Thing. It's gonna be Crooklyn. It's gonna be He Got Game. It's gonna be. Now this is when the last two get a little spicy for me personally because I'm a fan of School Days. Okay, that's one of my top 5. And then this Five Bloods was real good, but that Black Klansman was powerful to me as well. I like the acting from Young Denzel, but then I might have to go with because it's really between that and Malcolm X.
Malcolm X got to be in your top 5.
I don't want to not put it in there because it's too good. You're right.
It's in there. It's in there off of
yeah. So I don't know where I don't know where Five Bloods would take out my 5. I guess the only one that would be on the window is School Days, but anybody that I love School Days, bro. That's just like
the wannabe nigga.
That's it.
That's a classic.
That's my movie, right? Pass the pussy.
Oh, y'all missed it. She's Gotta Have It.
That's one of my favorites.
What's
Malcolm X, She Gotta Have It.
She Gotta Have It.
I'm not a fan of She Gotta Have It.
School Days, He Got Game.
She Gotta Have It in my top 10.
Yeah, I can see that.
And my I already said Malcolm X.
But you know what movie was slept on? That first war movie he did. About
the one with the Black Army.
Yeah, that one is super slept on. That's a good movie. That's a good movie.
What's the name of that one?
I'm trying to think of the name of it.
Was it the?
Didn't nobody even know it was a Spike movie?
Talking about with Lawrence Fishburne in it?
No, it hit Derek Fisher, dude from
You talking about the nigga that played Antoine Fisher?
Yeah, Antoine Fisher. Derek Luke, that's his name. That's what I was thinking about. Derek Luke. It hit Laz Alonso, the dude that the Cuban dude.
And the big boy. The big
boy from
what was that called, man?
Oh, it had the other light skinned dude, Michael Eli.
They were like in
Michael Ealy. How do you mess these people's names up so bad?
They were in they were like
Miracle at St. Anna.
Yeah, they were in Nazi Miracle of St. Anna. That's an amazing movie.
It was in Italy or something like that. It was one of the black battalions
when he dropped them
in Nazi Germany and stuff like during that war.
No, I'm saying what year did he drop that?
Ooh,
2008.
Isn't that like early work?
2008.
Yeah, 2008.
Yeah.
Actually, a lot of the movies that he did in the 2000s, they didn't really get that much publicity, but they were all really fucking good. Really fucking
even
that Miracle at St. Anna was powerful.
The only movie from the 2000s I think that everybody really know about is Inside Man, which was a great movie.
Yeah.
I love Inside Man. I bought that shit and watched it a million times.
Was a great movie, but he had several. He had like 3 other movies that came out in that time frame that was really good. Miracle at St. Anna came out after Inside Man.
And nobody's from Mo Better Blues.
I'm familiar. That's in my top 10.
I like Mo Better Blues.
That's in my top 10.
That's the one when Denzel was the saxophone player in the club.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Getting his ass.
I like Summer of Sam, man. That was a cold movie. Summer of Sam, yeah, I know you directed it.
Hold on, let's table the rest of this Spike Leagues. I do want to, since Hassan is the one who kicked off the Five Bloods is in his top 5.
No, I said it's a top 5 Spike Lee, and I said there's no debating that. I didn't say my personal. Come on, we do this all the time. Personal and best is 2 different.
All right, true. We'll dive in that a little later. I'm gonna close.
Hey,
just a quick little bite. Did anybody get a chance to watch the PlayStation 5 reveal?
Unfortunately.
Did you check any? We got some gamers in here. I'm gonna just say it real quick. That new Spider-Man, that shit looks ridiculous.
I can't wait to play it.
And I love that they got a black. We all know Miles Morales.
Yes, that's his name.
He was in the last Spider-Man game, right?
I know. I didn't play the last Spider-Man game yet.
But you had to unlock him in the last one.
You could definitely play that.
But I know that we all talked about
that's really good.
The multiverse.
It is.
I like the little Big Planet is coming back. That was fun. That was one of the games.
That's a
my son.
party game, right?
Yeah. But this one is just about the string man or whatever his name is, but that looked pretty cool. But that's just for like, for
Resident
fun.
Evil 8 look good. Fucking 2K look good.
2K look ridiculous.
Man, I'm just sick that I was typing in that chat, where's Road Rash 3D? And nobody was respecting what I've been asking for years. And it's just, again, we're just gone. And the PS5, it looks sexy, but if I got to stand it up, then that ain't going to work for me.
You don't have.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool.
And
Yeah.
Here's my question.
Just like
Which
the
one of y'all have locked down y'all sugar mama to get y'all this PS5?
Yeah, I don't
Secure.
know.
Her name is MIMI, and she has she likes African turbans and essential oils and sage.
I'm not old enough to be nobody's sugar mama.
Whoa! Nobody mentioned you.
No signs is secured. Hey, since y'all was talking about Netflix, I might have missed it, but did anybody watch Episode Family? Did you watch it, Rick?
I didn't finish it.
I didn't finish it, but of course I
was talking about daddies. I was like, man, this correlate just with that, man. This is powerful. It wasn't as funny as the previous season, but it was powerful in the message.
Yeah, I watched
Niggas got issues with they daddies, man.
I didn't laugh too hard, but it was just good. It was
really good because it touched on something that men don't talk about in general if they got issues with their daddies, man.
Everybody got daddy issues, not just the girls.
Everybody got daddy issues.
Bro, when he cussed out that nun,
that shit was hilarious.
I was in tears. I was like,
Breeze, you saw it?
I saw the first episode, yeah.
Damn, ain't nobody seen the whole thing?
Nah, man, I ain't have
the whole thing yet.
I ain't had that free time.
They got really funny, man. Like,
all right,
it get really deep with him and his pops, man.
I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this one up, man. We did pretty good. Actually, only went 4 minutes over my target goal, man. Thank y'all for showing up. This collection of us, I know y'all all see us on the Zoom cast on Thursdays, hosted by Real. We be back for that. But this cast right here, I guess, who's ever available, we'll be switching up every Sunday. Man, We the Consumer, episode 1. It's gonna get bigger and better, man. We out.